Good morning, everybody. I got an album here. It's a double album released in 1970. Jesus Christ Superstar, which I remember when it was released, and I really liked it. And great music in it. Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice. Tim Rice? There's another guy involved in the writing and all the rest of that. But well, anyway. So I just felt like for days I've been wanting to do a song or two off of this album. So here we are, and we're going to do the first 3 songs off the first album. Like I said, 2 albums, double album thing. And if you didn't know it, if you're not real familiar with this, it's Ian Gillan sings the lead, or the Jesus Christ part, which I always thought was very cool. You know, Ian Gillan from Deep Purple. If you're again, maybe you're not familiar with Ian Gillan, but he does a great job. So yes, the first 3 songs, Overture, and then Heaven on Their Minds, and then What's the Buzz, Strange Thing Mystifying. Dash between buzz and strange. So that's it, and hopefully this all goes over pretty well. I don't guarantee I'm going to do this like one video after the other and stick with this album. Probably not. I'll get back to it at some point and do a couple more songs. That's the way we do things around here. So the first song, Overture. Get down here. Oh, I really meant to say this. In the overture, I guess I can talk. And I didn't know this until I looked it up. And I was reading some things about the album. The band doing the music, and there's others involved, but it's the Grease Band. And if that rings a bell, maybe you've seen Joe Cocker doing With a Little Help from My Friends from Woodstock, and at the end when he's finished, all worn out, he says, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, the Grease Band." So it's the band behind Joe Cocker at Woodstock that does a lot of this, apparently. I couldn't tell you who any of the members are of the band, but there you go. Just a whole lot of great music in this whole album. It's just stuff that sticks in my head. There's some things, if I listen to it and I'm like, I'm kind of fearing having to listen to some of the stuff, because I know after I do, it's going to be stuck in my head for days. That little guitar in the background. Little guitar, but you know what I mean. Oh, and this was blasphemous. Oh, there were some people who were just all up in arms about this album. People I lived with, for example. And when I say the people I lived with, I lived with a foster family when I was a young kid, between 14 and then I joined the Navy at 19, so I was out of there. But this came out about when I was still living with these people. And they were kind of religious. You know, we went to church all the time. And I'm not religious. I never have been. You know, I just went through the motions only because, you know, I was their captive audience, more or less. But holy moly, they were just about ready to lose it about this. They just could not blaspheme, don't you know? So that was the overture. And the second song is Heaven on Their Mind. So now we're getting into the singing and all of that kind of stuff. So, and I got to drag that album cover down here again. I forgot to do that. Please excuse me.
My mind is clearer now. At last, all too well, I can see where we all soon will be. If you strip away the myth from the man, you will see where we all soon will be. Jesus! You started to believe the things that say of you. You really do believe this talk of God is true. And all the good you've done will soon get swept away. You've begun to matter more than the things you say. Listen, Jesus, I don't like what I see. All I ask is that you listen to me. And remember, I've been your right-hand man all along. You have set them all on fire. They think they found the new Messiah. And they'll hurt you when they find they're wrong. I remember when this whole thing began. No talk of God, then we called you a man. And believe me, my admiration for you hasn't died. But every word you say today gets twisted round some other way. And they'll hurt you if they think you've lied. Nazareth, your famous son, should have stayed a great unknown like his father carving wood. He'd have made good tables, chairs, and oaken chest would have suited Jesus best. He'd have caused nobody harm, no one alarm. Listen, Jesus, do you care for your race? Don't you see we must keep in our place? We are occupied. Have you forgotten how put down we are? I am frightened by the crowd, for we are getting much too loud. And they'll crush us if we go too far. If we go too far. Warning I give, please remember that I want us to live. But it's sad to see our chances weakening with every hour. All your followers are blind, too much heaven on their minds. It was beautiful, but now it's sour. Yes, it's all come on, listen.
Great singing, right? Woo-wee, what a voice. So that was Heaven on Their Minds, and it's gone too far, apparently. The next one, What's the Buzz, dash, Strange Thing Mystifying. So let's dig it.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. 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 What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Why should you want to know? Don't you mind about the future? Don't you try to think ahead? Save tomorrow for tomorrow. Think about today instead. Oh yeah. I could give you facts and figures. Yeah, I could give you plans and plans. When do we ride to Jerusalem? 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 Why should you want to know? Why are you obsessed with fighting? Times and things you can't defy. If you knew the path we're riding, you'd understand it less than I would.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Let me try to cool down the face, 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 let me try to cool down the face,
Mary, oh, that is good while you prattle through your supper. Where and who and how? She alone has tried to give me what I need right here and now.
Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? 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 Tell me what's happening.
It seems to me a strange thing, mystifying, that a man like you can waste his time on women of her kind. Yes, I can understand that she amuses, but to let her stroke you, kiss your hair is hardly in your line. It's not that I object to her profession, but she doesn't fit in well with what you teach and say. It doesn't help us if you're inconsistent. They only need a small excuse to put us all away. Who are you to criticize her? Who are you to despise her? Leave her, let her be now. Leave her. She's with me now. If your slate is clean, then you can throw stones. If your slate is not, then leave her alone. I'm amazed that men like you can be so shallow, thick and slow. There is not a man among you who knows or cares if I come or go.
So there you have it, the first three songs. Well, now I'm kind of inspired. I'm inspired to do more. Well, not today, though. So there it is, the Overture, then Heaven on Their Minds, and What's the Buzz? Tell me what's happening, and what's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. Strange Things Mystifying. Mystifying. Strange Thing Mystifying. It seems to me I've had that in my head all day because I knew I was going to be doing this. But anyway, like I say, this album is bad for earworms. You'll get something stuck in your head, at least I do. And I cannot get it out. All right, folks. That's it. Hopefully this goes over pretty well. Later.